everyone, I'm Sabrina. My channel is The Hopeful Minimalist. It's a safe space for handbag admiration and handbag lamentations, regrets, frustrations, all of the above. So if you are a handbag lover and you like to talk about those things, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you all are doing well. I, on the other hand, am doing well. I am thankful for all of the things that are important and all the things that matter. Although I've been having a very frustrating last few days, if you keep up with my community posts, you'll know that I've been dealing with some handbag woes. And that's why I said I'm thankful for the important things, because I am. I know that in the grand scheme of things, what has had me frustrated for the past few days, they're only things. And so I know I can't be completely consumed with them and allow them to deter me from, pursuing what I know is important, maintaining what I know is important. I keep having to remind myself that because it's just so easy to get frustrated with situations when they don't go the way that they should go. So, constant reminder to myself, focus on what is important. And I encourage you all to do the same thing if you're dealing with any difficult kinds of situations. So, since I'm talking about them, I'll just give you a brief synopsis of one of those situations. It's a counterfeit handbag was sent to me. I bought a handbag from a website called My Gemma, and when I received it, it was counterfeit. I do plan to do a video on this and kind of go into detail about what led to me purchasing it, how I knew it was counterfeit, or what suspicions I had about it being counterfeit. And then the other issue I've been dealing with is a handbag that was lost or is lost. Apparently stolen, I guess you could say. I ordered a handbag from Poshmark. It's my first purchase of this type from Poshmark, and the bag was out for delivery last Thursday when I was still out of town. And last week was such a busy week. I didn't do a great job of keeping track of the tracking and when it would be delivered, which normally I'm stalking my tracking numbers, but I didn't have the mind space to do it last week. I was already out of town and just really busy with work last week. And so by the time I thought to check the tracking when I was on the plane headed home, the bag already had delivered on it. And I had the person from Poshmark emailing me to see if I could rate her so that it would release the funds to her. And I remember being on the airplane and I'd sent her a message back saying, I got the package. Well, my husband got the package, and I'll rate you as soon as I got home. Really, I was speaking out of turn because I didn't know if my husband had the package or not. All I knew is that he had some packages for me. There were more than one. So he did have some packages for me waiting when I got here, but that package was not one. So imagine my surprise and disgust when I get home and I'm looking for this package so I can open it and inspect it and rate this seller. I can't find it anywhere. Like, it's nowhere to be found. Yet it says delivered on the tracking. So long story short, I contacted USPS about the package and was told that it was misdelivered to the incorrect address. And the next step for them would be to go back to the address where it was misdelivered and attempt to retrieve it. Now, if you have this happen to you, they're not going to tell you where it was misdelivered to. If you have an issue like this happen pretty frequently, like, you may be able to guess where it is, but they are not going to tell you, or they should not tell you where it was misdelivered to. And so they did not share that information with me. But they shared an update that they went to the address where it was misdelivered to, and they were not able to retrieve it. And so I received an email from USPS today, pretty much saying that, with an apology and saying that we misdelivered and we could not retrieve it. So please take further action to like submit a claim. So that's very disappointing to me because I don't know the Poshmark policy that well. I don't even use Poshmark on a regular basis. This was my first time using it for a luxury bag, which was a vintage Louis Vuitton bag. I mentioned that I loved the Samir 30 so much that it made me want another vintage piece. And I found one on Poshmark, and this particular one had been had the leather replaced on it. So I didn't really question the authenticity, but I would have been getting it authenticated once I received it, even though Poshmark was authenticating it. I was going to do my own independent authentication of the bag, and it was so beautiful. It looked like it was brand new because, like I said, the leather had been replaced by Louis Vuitton, and the result is I haven't even been able to see it or hold it or touch it because somewhere in between the delivery, I mean, I don't know. It's between the mail carrier and the recipient of the package, and I don't know what happened. I've been looking at the signature for hours on end. I've been doing all kinds of Sherlock Holmes type of investigation, and I probably will never get to the bottom of what happened. I've been doing probably what anybody in this situation would do, is just as much research as you can, digging, looking at consignment shops and looking on Marketplace to see if the bag appears there for sale. And so far, I've come up with nothing. So I've really been upset about it. Like, it's really bothering me, to be honest. But I do have to keep constantly reminding myself that it's out of my control and I can do nothing about it. So just stop worrying about it. Yesterday, when I was at church, the message was pretty blatant that God fights your battles, and all you have to do is be silent and do nothing. And it really, hit home for me yesterday, even though this situation can appear to be trivial. It's about a handbag, but it applied to my situation very much so yesterday. And so I've been trying to just let it sink in ever since then. Like, stop worrying about it, stop obsessing over it, stop doing Google searches, just stop. Just let it be what it's going to be. You have done what you could, you reported it, and you've reached out to Poshmark to see how it can be resolved. And that's all I can do. Honestly, I am pretty bummed about it. So much so that I haven't even opened my dress up your purse items that I had waiting on me. I just can't believe that someone would steal my package. It is just, it's very annoying and frustrating. And yeah, it has just kind of put me off my routine a bit. But anyway, I'm here to show you all a closer look at the Times Square Tabby and the Cassie 19. So I wanted to just do a really quick overview of the two bags. And I'm sorry I don't have like all the technical information, like measurements and such. I just don't have it today. But I do want to share this information because one of the first questions I had when I entered the Coach store last week was, tell me how similar the Cassie 19 is to the Times Square Tabby. And it's funny because the SA that I was talking with said it was like his 10th day on the job, and he didn't really know where the Cassie 19 was, and it was like right on the shelf. but I hadn't seen it and he hadn't seen it. And so I asked him to kind of explain to me if they were both too similar. Like, did I need both bags? And so, since that was a question I had, I figured that more of you would have that same question. So, that's the reason for me talking about it. This is my bag of the day. It's my Paris 15 in the duo pink color. It's one of my favorite bags. I am now trying it with the Louis Vuitton strap. I'll pop a picture in of me wearing it yesterday. I wore it yesterday with the pink leather strap, and then I wanted to see how this one would look with it. This is my strap from my multi-pochette, and I think it's a nice match to give this bag a different look. You all know I don't like to film when the vibe is not right, so I'm really trying not to look preoccupied in this video. But like I said, I think it's information, and so I really do want to share it because I know this bag just came out and a lot of people are talking about it and they want it, and I know how popular this bag is, which is the Cassie 19. They're very similar, as you can see. For starters, they're both in the color chalk. So this one is in the pebbled leather, and they don't have that on the Cassie 19. So I don't know what type of leather it is. Like, normally if it's glove tanned, it will have a glove tan stamp on it. So that's one piece of info I don't know. I just know that it's pebbled, and the Times Square Tabby is Napa leather. So the Times Square Tabby is very soft. Like, you can't do this with the quilted tabby. So I hope this gives you kind of an idea of how soft it is and why I think it fits so much, because it easily expands. It's not structured whatsoever. So I moved the camera out a little bit to try to fit more into the frame, and you can hopefully see the size of these are very, like, it's super close. The Times Square Tabby is a little bit taller and it's a little bit wider. You can probably tell it's a little bit taller, it's a little bit wider, but hopefully you can see that it is a little bit wider as well. And of course, you can look on the Coach website for the measurements. This is the Cassie 19. I think I forgot to say that. And this is the Times Square Tabby. I think this is the 19 or the 20. They don't have a size on the Coach website, or at least they didn't the last time I checked about 2 days ago. So I think this is the 19 or the 20. There is a smaller size beneath this one, which is the 17, and there's a larger size above it, which is the 26. So this is the middle size. All right, back to the Cassie 19. Cassie 19 comes with 3 straps. It comes with the top handle strap, it comes with the leather crossbody strap, and it comes with a chain strap. Mine did not come with the chain strap because I got it from Mercari for $139, and it was a great deal because it did not have the chain strap with it. So I bought a couple of chain straps from Amazon that I use with this bag when I want the chain strap look. So keep that in mind. 3 straps come with the Cassie 19 when you buy it from Coach, or even if you buy it pre-loved and they're selling it complete, it would come with 3 straps. The Times Square Tabby comes with 2 straps. It comes with this shoulder length kind of strap, which has kind of a chain detail on it. It's this one. So the whole width of the strap can fit in the frame. So that shows you, you know, how long it is. And I'll put in some pictures of it on me. But it's not a long strap. Even if you were to lengthen it, it only has 3 settings. So it's like a shoulder strap with a chain detail on it. And it also comes with a crossbody leather strap, which is in the smooth Napa leather. The other one's pebbled. This one is the Napa, so it's smooth, but they are the same length. They are both in the color chalk with the dark glazing. Another difference between the shoulder straps that you'll see is the hardware is different in size. The size from the Cassie strap is more substantial, probably because it's a heavier bag, and the Times Square Tabby, that hardware is smaller. The clip is smaller and the ring is smaller as well. Let's talk interior and exterior. On the Cassie 19, there's a back pocket. It's quite often used for a phone for many people, and that's how wide you can open it. Of course, what you have on the inside of the bag can determine how much room you have on the back pocket. It has a turn lock or twist lock to open the bag. So you twist it and then you lift the flap. Inside, you have 3 compartments. You have one here in the back. You have a large main compartment, which also has a zipper compartment here. And then you have the front compartment, which expands quite a bit. So your front compartment and middle compartments, they expand a lot. And that makes this bag into this kind of accordion style. So when you overpack it, it's going to spread like that. All right, this bag also comes with a hang tag from Coach, and you can see it's in the pebbled texture. All right, now the Times Square Tabby also has a very nice, spacious back pocket. This one, though, has the magnet, like the one that you'll see on the back of the quilted tabby. So it opens up pretty wide, just like the Coach Cassie 19 back pocket, but it does have the magnet for added security. It has the pull closure like you have on the quilted tabby. All right, when you open it, you have one large compartment in the front and then what looks to be a very small compartment in the back with a zipper compartment here. The thing about this back compartment though, it seems like you're restricted because of this leather partition here, but it's really not. Once you get your hand on the inside of the bag, you're able to open it up into a quite large back compartment. So don't let that make you think that, oh, nothing can fit in here. No, you get your hand in there and you open it up and you can fit a lot of things in there. The front fits quite a bit as well. The way I was using this bag was I fit everything from my Petite Paris bag into this bag. And I didn't think that would happen at first. It really did surprise me. So I had fit all of my makeup, lip products into this back zipper compartment. And I was using this second compartment here for my work phone and tissue. And then everything else, along with my personal phone, was able to fit in this front compartment. Not to mention, I still had the back pocket if I needed to use it for anything. A difference that you'll notice here is that there's this strap going across beneath the flap where it says genuine Napa leather. And this is where your D-rings are for your straps. So your straps on this bag are essentially attached to the flap, the underside of the flap. Whereas on the Cassie 19, your D-rings are on the bag itself. So that's completely detached. This is where you connect straps on the Cassie 19. This is where you attach straps on the Times Square Tabby, and that is part of the flap of the bag. My thought is if you overload the bag and you make it too heavy, you might see some distortion when you attach your strap and it's like pulling up on the flap. This bag also comes with the hang tag. It's the Napa leather Coach hang tag, and I personalized mine to kind of commemorate what was going on at the time that I purchased it. So I have an airplane, my zodiac sign, and a heart. And the other night when I was looking at the 2 hang tags, I thought that the hang tag from the Cassie 19 was substantially thicker, and I think that is still true. And again, I think it's because this is a more dainty, dressy bag, and so they made the hang tag more dainty. For the 2 hang tags, the size is the same. as far as like the size and shape. And then trying to show you the thickness, and I hope it shows up. The tag from the Times Square Tabby is thinner than the tag from the Cassie 19. Not a lot, but it is thinner. The hardware is also larger on the Cassie 19 hang tag versus the Times Square Tabby hardware. You can see the beads are like smaller on this. So is the clasp. So that's the difference between the two tags. I do see both bags being able to be quite versatile when it comes to occasions, like using one for dinner, using one for work, using one for travel, you know, or going somewhere where you'll be walking a lot, because they both come with the long crossbody straps. So that would make it easy to travel with, which is what I did last week on the way home. I kept my dust bag with me though, and I put it in the dust bag when I got on the airplane. You have the top handle on the Cassie 19, and using just the top handle kind of instantly makes this look dressier, even though it's bigger, holds more, has bigger hardware. The top handle dresses it up. To me, the Times Square bag is dressier on its own. If I decided to use this as a clutch right now, it's a dressy bag. It has to do with the soft texture, with the quilting, with the gold C. I mean, it's everything about it is dainty, feminine, dressy. However, putting a crossbody strap can just allow you to use it in a casual way. So I think this one's very versatile. And of course, the strap that it comes with can dress it up even more than it already is. This one can fool you. When you look at it, you think it's small, and especially when you look at this compartment right here, you're like, oh, that is so narrow, but it is not. It opens up. So keep that in mind. You've got some flexibility for both compartments for this bag, and this little back compartment here is like substantial. Like, you can fit a lot in that back little zip pocket as well. So I would just say keep that in mind when considering this bag. I would consider the 26 in the future, maybe, because I do like the length of it. Sometimes I would wish the quilted Tabby 26 were a little bit longer. So I'm kind of interested from that perspective, just to see how it would feel and look. But I'm very happy with this size. If you do need some more detailed information about either of them, please just leave me a comment in the comment section below. I hope that you all enjoyed the video, and I hope that it helped someone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.